Good morning, everyone. I'm Carl Lawrence P. Mesias, and today I'll be discussing an important topic from Customs Memorandum Order number 03-2022, Section 2, Administrative Provision, 2.1, General Consideration, 2.2, 2.1.1, Transfer of Goods to CBW. First topic nato is transfer sa goods. Transfer sa goods padulong sa CBW. Base sa CMO, tanan goods na i-transfer sa CBW dapat muagi sa mandatory na intrusive inspection sa port of discharge regardless kung under siya sa goods declaration for warehousing or WSAD or goods declaration for transit or TSD, pero kung goods kay under sa alert order or gipili para sa physical or additional non-intrusive examination, lahi na ang proseso. Otherwise, kung walay alert, the district collector must allow immediate transfer sa goods to the CBW to CBW. 100% physical examination ang buhaton. For example, ang isa ka kumpanya sa Davao nag-import og mga electronics parts gikan sa Japan under WSAD. Pag abot sa Manila Port, giagi ang goods sa non-intrusive inspection. Since walay alert order, gialaw dayon ang transfer sa CBW sa Davao para ma-physical inspect dito. Sa 2.1.2 storage period of bundled goods, kay storage period sa goods sulod sa CBW. Goods nga gi-warehouse pwede mabilin sa CBW for a maximum of 1 year gikan sa adlaw nga niabot sa warehouse whether under WSAD or TSAD. Pero kung ang goods kay padulong sa Common Bonded Warehouse or CCBW, ang pag-count sa 1 year magsugod sa pag-abot sa bonded warehouse para sa mga perishable goods. Katon dali madaot ang default storage period kay 3 months lang. Pero pwede ni siya ma-extend kung nay valid reason basta mag-submit og written request, and the extension can be another 3 months. For, for example, let's say ang usa ka kumpanya nag-import of frozen meat, pag abot sa CBW, they are only allowed to store it for 3 months, but if na sila delay sa distribution, they can request an extension for another 3 months. Basta valid ang reason ug na sila written request sa customs. Sa 2.1.3, allowable importation, pwede lang ang importation kung sakto sa limits nga nakasaad sa CBW license. Be specific, the specific raw materials must match the HS or harmonized system tariff classification na approved. Ang quantity or volume sa raw materials like kilograms, liters, or square meters dapat sakto lang sa authorized limit. Para sa industry specific CBWs, ang client and user dapat identify og ang raw materials dapat matransfer or ma-sell lang sa ilang based sa approved quantity and HS codes. For example, kung ang CBW gi-authorize lang to import up to 10,000 liters of ethanol per year, dili pwede mag-import og 15,000 liters kung sobra or wala sa approved list. It will be subject to duties and taxes. 2.1.4 Non-importation of finished goods. Bawal mag-import of finished goods para i-warehouse unless gamiton siya as a component para maghimo og another finished product for export, and only kung approved sa CBWC, Custom Body Warehouses Commit. For example, let's say ang company wants to import finished car engines, dili ni allowed for warehousing, pero kung gamiton siya to assemble a vehicle for export o approved sa CBWC, pwede siya ma-warehouse. Sa 2.1.5, restricted and regulated goods. Kung restricted or regulated goods, dapat na import clearance from the proper authority. Otherwise, ang goods pwede ma-seize or ma-subject sa legal action. For example, if you're importing chemicals that require a permit from DNR or PDA, pero walay kay clearance, ma-hold or ma-confiscate ang shipments. Sa 2.1.6, withdrawals for local sales, domestic consumption, dili pwede withdraw ang goods for local use or domestic sale without approval from the district collector o recommendation from the operating division. Also, dapat mabayaran sa importer ang corresponding duties and taxes. Importantly, local domestic sales must not exceed 30% of the total volume of imports. For example, kung ang CBW nag-import og 100% unit sa product, only 30% units lang ang pwede i-withdraw for domestic sale. The rest must be for export. Section 2.1.7, withdrawal for subcontracting. Under this section, kapag ang manufacturer sa banded warehouse kulang sa facilities, materials, or workers, pwede nila igawas ang goods para ipaprocess sa accredited subcontractor, pero dapat approval from the district collector. Sabot, kung kulang ang company o gamit o tao, pwede nila palihok ang goods sa subcontractor basta permission gikan sa customs. Example, garment company nga hutdan og sewing machines, pwede nila ipatahi ang tela sa lain nga accredited company basta permit. After processing, ang finished product o mga sobra nga materials dapat ibalik sa banded warehouse for checking. Section 2.1.8, Prohibition on importation by ICBWs. This section says nga ang industry-specific customs, banded warehouse o ICBWs dili pwede mag-import og materials nga dili related sa ilang industry. Pasabot kung ang warehouse ay para sa mga electronics, bawal silang mag-import ng fabrics or accessories para sa garments. For example, kung electronics factory, dapat electronics materials lang ang i-import nila, dili tela or yarns. This keeps industries focused and prevents abuse of import privileges. Sa 2.2, provision specific to common customs banded warehouse and its accredited members. Section 2.2.1, accreditation with only one CCBW. Under this section, ang manufacturer exporter ay dapat accredited sa isa lang na CCBW. At ito ang ginatawag ni siya mother warehouse. Sabot, ang company nga mo export dapat na lang sa kamin banded warehouse nga ilang gamiton. Example, kung si ABC Garments ay kay importer, dili sila pwede mag-accredit sa duwa ka warehouses. Isa lang. That's their mother warehouse where all import activities are recorded and controlled. Section 2.2.2, Record Keeping and Security. Ang mother warehouse ug mga accredited members kinahanglan mag-keep sa ilang records like books or of accounts, import documents ug listahan sa mga materials para ready for inspection anytime. Dapat secure at updated ang mga dokumento at imported materials laban sa sunog, baha o pagnanakaw. For example, kung textile importer ka, dapat naka-record tanan tanan tela musulod sa warehouse ug naapod safety measures para di masunog or mawala. Section 2.2.3, accessibility to as customs officials. Dapat ang warehouse o business place accessible sa mga authorized customs officials basta na mission order gihatag sa ila. Ang pasabot ani pwedeng pumasok ang customs para mag-inspect basta nay permission or mission order. Example, kung nay inspection order, dapat sudlod ng mga warehouse ang customs team para ma-check ang records o goods. Sa section 2.2.4, transfer of goods, tanan goods na gibalin sa padulong CCBW dapat muna damangan sa CCBW. Muagi ba? Operator for recording the inventory unless allowed by the district collector. Ang pasabot, before ma-transfer ang goods, kinahanglan muagi jud sa operator para ma-record. For example, kung mag-transfer ka og raw materials, dapat mauna sa record sa operator before mohatod sa member warehouse. Sa Section 2.2.5, responsibility for liquidation, ang CCBW operator ang directly responsible sa liquidation of all imported raw materials sa mga accredited members. Meaning siya ang accountable kung usa ang status sa mga imported goods. For example, kung ang member company wala nakagamit sa materials, ang operator gyapon ang manubag sa customs. Sa section 2.2.6 pre-termination of inactive members kapag ang member walang import or export for 1 year automatic pre-terminated ang accreditation. Sabot kung walay kalihukan for 1 year, ma-stop ilang accreditation. For example, kung si ABC company walay import or export for 1 year, ma-pre-terminate ilang membership pero pwede ra silang balik og apply kung mag-operate na pud sila. Sa section 2.2.7 transfer of membership, ang paglipat nga membership sa ibang CCBW dili dapat gamiton para malikayan ang export deadline. Sabot di no. Dili dapat nila ginagamit sa takasan ang rule na dapat ma-export ang products within 1 year or 3 months for perishable. For example, kung ang products dapat ma-export in 1 year, dili pwede ilipat sa lain na CCBW para lang madugay ang deadline. Sa 2.2.8, no extension by transfer sale. Ang transfer o sale sa goods between members of the same CCBW dili dapat gamiton para patas-on ang storage period. Sabot dili pwede gamiton ang pagbaligya para ma-extend ang original storage time. Pasabot ani ko ang goods niabot sa January bisan ibaligya pa sa lain nga member dili na magsugod og bag-ong counting ang time limit magsugod gyapon sa first arrival date. Sa section 2.2.9 transfer sale of semi-finished or finished products. Pwede lang i-transfer or i-sell ang semi-finished or finished products sa another member of the same CCBW kung i-further process pa or gamiton as materials for export. Dapat gamiton pa usab sa production bago i-export. Example, so pwede ra ang transfer kung gamiton pa sa next processing o ibutang sa finished export product. Pero kung para lang ibaligya without export, dili pwede. Sa section 2.2.10, filling of WSD or warehouse stock accounting document must be filed by the new CCBW for monitoring and to replace old import entries. Sabot ani para mas track gyapon ang goods sa bag-ong warehouse. Example, kung nag-transfer ang goods, ang new CCBW magsubmit og WSAD para matrack yapon sa customs kung asa na ang items. Section 2.2.11 no further transfer. Dili na pwede ang subsequent transfer or sale to another member after the first buyer. Pag nabalin na siya dili na siya pwede ibalin sa uban. Sample, once nga na-transfer na gikan kang A, padulong kang B, dili na pwede nga si B mo transfer kang C. This prevents goods from going around multiple warehouse just to extend storage or avoid taxes. Section 2.2.12, approval for transfer or sale. Under this section, lahat ng transfer or sale ng bondage goods ay dapat may approval ng district collector nga naay supervision o control sa CCBW. Sabihin, dili pwede ibalin o baligya ng banded goods nang walang permission ng custom district collector. Example, kung ang company A gusto ibaligya ang banded goods kay company B sa same CCBW, kinahanglan una nga ma-approve sa district collector before the transfer happens. Section 2.2.13, joint responsibility for liquidation. Ang CCBW at ang accredited member ay jointly and severally responsible sa liquidation sa WSAD, meaning pareho silang liable kung naay problema sa banded goods. Pareho silang managot ba sa customs kung hindi maayos ang liquidation o accounting ang goods. Example, kung naay kulang sa liquidation report, both the operator and the member company ang mo tubag sa customs, dili lang isa. Section 2.2.14, Joint Liability in Transfer Sale. Kung na-transfer or sale sa banded goods between accredited members sa same CCBW, both the CCBW operator o ang buyer member are also jointly and severally liable. Parehong managot ang warehouse at ang bumiling member kung may violation o problema sa goods. For example, kung ang member A baligya ang goods kay member B tapos na discrepancy sa records, both A and the CCBW operator are answerable to customs. Sa Section 10, lodgement, filling, and processing of goods, declaration for the transfer of goods to CBWs.
Mas ayaw na mo tayo example
So, under Section 10, dagang mga documents nga kinahanglan is isubmit para masigurado nga sakto o legal ang pagtransfer sa imported goods to the bonded warehouse. Each document has its own purpose para transparent ang movement sa goods ug para makalikay sa smuggling or errors in declaration. Let's go to the sa pre-WSAD or WSAD, warehousing single administrative document mo ni ang main declaration form para sa goods na i-store sa CBW. It's filed through the E2M system ug diri makita ang full details sa shipment like importer, description ug quantity. Bill of lading or airway bill. Proof ni siya nga the goods were shipped, murag resibo or transport document nga nagpakita kinsa nagpadala o kinsa mudawat sa cargo. Commercial invoice, this shows the value and description of the goods. Ginagamit ni siya as basis for computing customs duties and taxes. Packing list, murag listahan sa sulod sa shipment. Nadiri kung pila ka boxes, weight, o unsa ang sulod sa kada package. Help sa pag-inspect sa customs import permit if applicable. Needed ni kung ang item is regulated or controlled like medicines, foods, or chemicals. Gihatag ni siya sa specific government agencies para ma-approve ang importation. TSAD, Transit Single Administrative Document, ginagamit ni kung ang goods gikan sa lain nga customs district. It authorize the legal movement of the goods under transit before maabot sa CBW. Transfer note or boat note, this is the document nga kuyog sa shipments during transport, especially kung LCL or loose cargo. Makita diri nga authorize ang pag-transfer. Makita diri pag-authorize ang pag-transfer. Ang mission order mao ni ang order nga gina-issue sa customs to assign a guard or officer nga magbantay during the transfer sa goods to the warehouse. Sa SMRMIR, Summary Raw Materials Importation Requirements, used to check kung ang imported materials kay part sa approved list o dili mula pa sa allowed limit sa warehouse. Assessment notice for WSAD or TSAD, this shows nga ang duties and taxes sa shipment are already charged against the CBW operator's bank account or logbook. Manual record ni siya nga gisulatan sa details of the goods declaration and other shipments information useful for monitoring and auditing. Sa Section 11, explain how to goods are withdrawn from. So, Section 11, explain how banded goods are withdrawn from the warehouse, whether for export, production, transfer, or sale, or payment of duties and taxes. In simple terms, withdrawal means pagkuha or pag-release sa goods gikan sa banded warehouse, pero dapat with proper approval of documents. Section 11.1, withdrawal of raw materials for production. Goods or raw materials nga gamiton para sa production for export dapat kuhaon gamit ang requisition slip. Ang warehouse man ang mo-check o kung complete ang papers, mao ra siya makarelease ng materials. This ensures nga everything is properly recorded sa logbook and transparent sa movements sa goods. Sa Section 11.2, withdrawal for transfer to subcontractor. Kung ang materials gamiton sa subcontractor, dapat covered gyapon by requisition slip ug withdrawal form. Ang goods nga gitransfer sa subcontractor dapat ibalik within 30 days unless na-approve extension para ni masigo nga goods are used only for export production and not for local sale. Section 11.3 withdrawal from CCBW to accredited member. If the goods come from a common CBW ang transfer sa member company kinahanglan approve ug under guarded by customs. Gamiton gyapon ang transfer note or boat note. Ang principle nga gigamit diri is FIFO, first in, first out, meaning una nga materials nga gi-store, mao po na ang unang gi-withdraw. For example, kung ang tela nga ang una niabot mo itong gamiton una para sa export garments. Sa section 11.4, withdrawal for sale between accredited members, pwede ibabaligya ang semi-finished or finished products between members of the same CCBW. Pero kailangan og authority to sell from the district collector plus documents like invoice, CI form, and packing list. This allows this allows coordination between companies inside the same bonded system while still under customs control. Section 11.5 withdrawal for sale to another CBWs or prison locators. Kung ibaligya ang goods to another CBW or prison locator, same process gyapon, need og approval and constructive export declaration, meaning the sale is treated as an export transaction. Bisan within the Philippines rang movement, this maintains the duty-free status of the banded goods. Section 11.6, withdrawal for sale to client exporter. Finished products pwede ibaligya sa accredited client exporter without paying duties and taxes. Basta gamito ra jud for export. After ma-export ang client, exporter must submit ang export documents within 7 days as a proof of shipments. Section 11.7, withdrawal for sale to client and user or ICBW. For export-oriented CBWs or ICBW, they can withdraw and sell goods to their client and user like manufacturers or prisons enterprises subject to customs validation. If buyer is a prison locator, kailangan po og PISA form 8105 as supporting documents. Special cases include airline catering ICBWs, airline ICBW, o multinational ICBW. Good can also withdrawn for local sale, but only after paying duties and taxes. Diminished rules does not apply, meaning full taxes must be paid. So, sa Section 12, explain how finished or semi-finished goods from a customs bonded warehouse to CBW can be directly imported or sometimes constructively exported, meaning through sale or transfer to another CBW, free zone locator, or accredited client exporter. Before any export, daghang documents ang kinahanglan para ma-approve ug ma-monitor ang shipment. Each document ensures nga that the export process is legal, transparent, and properly recorded. So, mato ta sa main documents used their purpose. Certificate of Identification or CI. This document identifies the finished goods that will be exported. The customs examiner checks and signs this before export. Ang purpose ani to confirm that the goods match the banded materials recorded in customs. Export Declaration, Single Administrative Document or EDSAD, mao ni ang main export declaration form filed through the E2M system. It contains details of the goods exporter or consignee, goods and shipments. Ang purpose ani serves as the special export record for customs clearance. Commercial invoice, it shows the value, quantity, and buyer details of the export goods. Ang purpose na used for verifying the sale price and export transaction value. Packing list. This lists all the boxes, weights, and contents of the shipments. Ang purpose ani helps customs verify the quantity and packaging accuracy during inspection. Export commodity clearance license or permit required kung regulated ang item like garments, chemicals, or electronics. Ang purpose ani to ensure compliance with other governments agencies before export. Ang transfer note or boat note for LCL cargo used when the shipment is less container load. Ang purpose ani accompanies goods during transfer to the pier or container yard to track movements under customs supervision. So ang Certificate of Inspection and Loading CIL prepared and signed by the customs inspector after goods are loaded on board vessel. Ang purpose ane proof that the declared goods were actually loaded for export. Copies go to the CBW operator, the operating division, and the customs cargo control division for record and liquidation. Transit single administrative documents or TSAD used when the CBW and port of loading are in different location districts. Ang purpose ani authorizes the transit movement of goods between district under customs control. Mission order issued when a customs guard needs to escort or monitor the shipment. Ang purpose ani ensures security and proper handling of goods during transfer. E-track system documents, electronic system for tracking containerized cargo. Ang purpose ani used to arm or disarm tracking devices during movement from warehouse to port, ensuring transparency and real-time monitoring. So, let's proceed sa Section 18, Suspension and Closure of Customs Banded Warehouses or CBW. So, unsa man yung Section 18? Kini siya nagaistorya about kung kanus i-close or i-suspend ang customs banded warehouse by district collector. Pwede ma-close ang CBW for several reasons. First, kung ang operator mismo mo-request nga i-stop or i-close ang warehouse or kung na-reason nga covered sa Section 807 sa CMTA. Second, kung ang renewal application nga gi-file kay naay false information, meaning nagsulat og dili tinud nga data. Automatic possible closure. Third, kung wala ni apply for renewal or kung inactive ang warehouse for more than 1 year, like wala importation, wala exportation, or wala illegal withdrawal of goods, pwede gyapon i-close. Kung ang next, kung gigamit ang CBW for illegal activities like smuggling or other violations, closure jud na siya. Pwede pud ma-close kung na unauthorized relocation, meaning nibalin og warehouse nga wala approval or gi-change ang layout or structure. Sa warehouse nga wala authority, also kung nag-withdraw og goods without proper documents, like walay requisition, slip or withdrawal form, or kung illegal ang pagkuha sa imported materials, pwede ma-confiscate ang goods or magbayad og surcharge under Section 1422 sa CMTA. So, lastly, any violation sa customs rules and regulation can also be a ground for closure. Pag makita nga na violation, the district collector will issue a closure order. Then, ang warehouse inspection division or WID mo seal dayon sa warehouse ug mobantay 24/7 at the operator's expense hantod nga ma-clear tanan nila ang accountability. So, in short sa Section 18 is about maintaining discipline and transparency sa mga custom banded warehouses. It makes sure nga ang CBW dili magamit sa illegal activities nga tarong ilang operation under the law. So, maura to guys. Salamat. Anta, maminaw mo tarong sa akong kuhan. Medyo paspas kay ko. Thank you.